the fits and I drop the hits.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be recreating this look here. I'm going to grab on the palette is the blue, that dark blue, twerk, 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 twerk. I'm going to swivel, swivel, twerk, twerk, twerk. And I'm going to tap it out, my excess powder. I'm going to go right into the crease with this. And we're kind of just going to line it. All right. You'll see me, I just keep kind of like kicking off my powder. I have a towel here that I keep kicking off the powder so I'm not working with too much powder. I'm going to hold my eye taut so I can really blend it out in the crease. And we want to take it a little bit higher so we can really, at least for me, I have larger eyes. So I want to take it a little bit higher just so when I put my lashes on and it'll really just pop out. Even like when my eyes are closed, we want that blue to really pop out. So we're just going to keep blending. Blending is so key to having a really well finished look. So like that. I'm afraid to really get in there, because this is only one of the parts of blending that we're going to be doing. Look at that. All right. So now I'm going to go in with a brush that it has color on it from this eye, but it only has that dark blue color. Cleans it off. And now I'm going to go in and I'm going to blend. I'm going to blend along the top especially. I'm going to hold the brush down a little bit lower because I really want it to have that blending ability where if I'm packing on, I hold a little bit tighter, but we want to blend. So we're going to hold it here. Move my hand up just a little bit for a little bit more control. And I like to blend underneath. I'm going to hold my skin taut again. We're blending on the eye because we're going to use a light color so we can pull that color down a little bit because that light color is really going to stand out. I'm not doing a cut crease look today because I want those colors to mesh together and to melt together. But if you wanted to, you can absolutely do a cut crease, and you can refer to my previous video with the purple cut crease on how to do that. But we're not trying to do a cut crease for this look. So I'm going back in with my rounded eyeshadow brush with the darker blue again. We're pulling it in more now. Perfect. Sorry, I have contacts, so they get really dry sometimes, especially with the light. It's so bright that my eyes get pretty dry. So if you see me rolling my eyes and shit, it's not because I'm just over it. No, my contacts are OD dry and there's powder getting in and I'm like, Okay. So back to blending. Pulling that color in, we're going to lift, pull, lift, pull, lift, drag, lift, drag, lift, drag. Look at that. So now I'm pulling it out a little bit more, and we'll go underneath. We'll be sure to go underneath with it after we do some concealer, because I don't like to go underneath until after my concealer. Just me. All right, so I'm going to grab a little bit more blue because honestly, like we want this blue look to be blue. Sometimes, you know, like with Jacqueline's colors, they're really good, but sometimes like a blue can like tend to look like almost like a mauve, not a mauve, a violet. So we want that blue to stand out. Make sure we blend in the crease. And let's blend. All right, so that's nice and blended. Now we're gonna go in with the color, I gotta check again, Obsessed. Now we're gonna go with Obsessed, and we're gonna put that on a flat brush like this. With Jacqueline's palette, you don't need to wet it, but if you choose to wet it, it'll just help the color to pop out. What I mean by wet it is you can spray it with your finishing spray. You can spray it with a water. It's just going to make the color be a little bit saturated so it can really cling. But again, with Jacqueline's palette, you don't need to do that. It's the pigment is just there. So what I'm doing is a pressing motion. I'm not dragging, I'm not lifting. I'm taking the product and I'm pressing it into the eye. And I'm following the natural shape of my eye. Oh my god, my friend was just eating Taco Bell and we were talking on the phone. And now I'm seriously craving Taco Bell. But like, I live on top of a mountain in Pennsylvania. And I'm not traveling 25 minutes for Taco Bell. She lives in Danbury, Connecticut. And she has Taco Bell closer to her. Readily available. No, I can't get Taco Bell delivery because I live that far up a mountain. I can't even get Domino's delivered. I'm making pizzas at home. They're good as fuck though. Just saying. I'm a chef. Cooking with the pot boy. Alright, so we're going to go back in with that blue and melt it in to that light color. I'm going to grab some more blue and darken it up, give it some depth around depth around the eye. Pulling the eye slightly taut. And I'm barely touching here because I just want to get some of the color to just melt. Melting of the two colors. All right, so now I'm going in with the color Pool Party. Pool party, it's a good party. I'm making up songs here. So I'm gonna take, and we're going in with Pool Party. And we're going to take Pool Party right above and slightly in Twerk. Because we really want to just make sure that it looks, you know, blue. And I love adding color. I love color. I love doing makeup, but I love colors. I like to just try new different things, but I love this Pool Party. It just gives it a little bit of a halo light blue effect, that like cool blue. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with Creamsicle right above it. Just because we want it to look as smooth transition as possible to the eyebrow. So I want to add, because I'm noticing here that it's a little bit darker, so I want to add a little bit more of the Pool Party, and I'm going to dab into Twerk, just so we can darken it up a bit. All right, and then we'll go in and clean it up after. So we're going to take the Creamsicle, and we're going to blend along the top of Pool Party. Okay, now I'm going to take this tiny flat brush here, and I'm going to apply, sorry, I got to flip it, Beam right under the arch of the brow to give a natural lift. But like not so much natural because I'm using Beam and it's like a beam of light in your face. So, but it's going to give a lift for the brow. Now, I feel like I've been seeing a lot of blue. Like I said, I see Morphe just came out with blues in their palette. I also saw an Elsa palette, an Anna palette, and obviously in honor of Frozen. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. In honor of Frozen, So I wanted to do this blue look because there are blue palettes out there, so everybody knows how to use blue. Now, you can also, there's so many ways to do blue. You can just do a blue eye in general and then line it with a blue liner, and it's just going to be like that beautiful blue depth on your eye. You can pop out the white underneath to make it really pop, but I chose to go with doing my, what I guess is my signature. I love to do that winged out eyelid eyeshadow look. I'm going to clean up over here so we can get that same effect. So let me grab my Garnier micellar water, and I'm just going to go in and clean up underneath. You can absolutely use tape and do the tape trick to get this cut look. So if you don't know what the tape trick is, you literally, I have tape right here because I do use this trick. So you take a piece of tape and you would pull it out a little bit, and you can stick it here and get the same effect, and then you would just pull off the tape and you would get that beautiful winged look without having to keep your eyeshadow like so pristinely in shape. But like how you see that I just, oh my god, I can't get this, I can't get it off. Okay. Scotch tape. Keeping them presents together. Jeez. Don't rip as hard, people. Don't. You could just take a paper towel and clean it up. All right. And that's that blue. So I'm just going to go in one more time on this side, and I really want to blend over here because I feel like it's not as blended as it could be. And I'm also going to go in one more time with the dark blue. There we go. All right, so let's move on to our foundation now. All right, so we're back, and well, I went to go wet my sponges because I forgot. So that's why I said we're back, because I'm back. Anyway, these are the two sponges I'm using, Real Techniques, and this one is Bungalow Beauty, and it came in a 3-piece sponge set. It's actually really nice and soft. It absorbs water very well. I'm just gonna wet it, dry it with paper towel again, just to absorb that. Yeah, you can hear that. A little too much. Went a little water happy. Okay. So there we go. Now I'm going to be, I don't prime my skin. I know, kill me. Take my life. Sometimes I prime, sometimes I don't prime. With this foundation, I feel like I don't need to prime, but I am going to be using the GG Body Glow by GG Gorgeous because honestly, like, I really like it, and I used it the other day underneath. I know it says Body Glow, so body. Face, I don't have the face one, or else I would use the face one. So, all right. We just apply that to the cheeks. Now I'm going to use my Sigma Beauty. This is for accentuating highlight. Well, since this is a liquid bronzer, it is a highlight. I want to drag it up on the face. And yes, it does have a bronzy tint to it, but I'm not worried about it because when I put my foundation over it, it's going to look absolutely beautiful. I'm just going to have a beautiful glow. So it has like what I would say, I don't want to say orange because it's not orange, but it definitely has like a red auburn, not auburn, more of a red hue to it, pinky hue. Which if I was tan and I added this would look absolutely beautiful on me. It would just give my skin that beautiful glow that it needs. But it looks a little cray cray right now because I'm not tan. All right. Just making sure everything's well blended. Let's pull it down a little. Okay, that's that GG Gorgeous Body Glow. which I really like. I love it. Honestly, I used it yesterday. I was like, what? I look gorgeous. Not as gorgeous as Gigi Gorgeous, but gorgeous. Okay, so now I like to take, I'm using 𝓬𝓈𝓽𝓚, which honestly, pause. Let me tell you about this foundation. Woke Up Like This is the name of it. Flawless Base Foundation. It's made in Italy. The shade that I am is 145. I took the test online and I was like, I doubt that they're gonna be able to match me with a color, being that I come from the retail world. I come from Lord & Taylor, Ulta, being clinic counter manager, being a retail sales manager. I mean, there's tools that you can put up to your skin, but they need the skin. So I was like, they're not going to match my skin. Oh my god. It matches my skin perfectly. Okay. So I like to use the stem, and I take out and I just like use the stick, what's on the stick. Because you don't need like a gop of it, a gloop of it, a gop of it. It's the Italian in me, a gop of it. Now I'm just going to blend it out over that Gigi Gorgeous. And see how you're, like that bronze is just coming through. Like, start off less is more. You can always add more, but you can, it's so hard to remove. That's a tip that I learned in having to work on clients, because everybody's style is different. Like, I may love this glam zha look, but not everybody wants it to be that dark, or that to have this dark blue, or have that depth. Maybe they wanted blue, but they didn't want it to be so layered. They just wanted to have that one swipe like of blue on their eye, and just to give them a color, because they don't really wear color all the time. Like, so I'm used to being mindful, so less is more. And then you go back and add. Okay, a little bit more on my cheeks. Perfect. And just look at that bronzy glow. Look at that glow coming through. Yes. Gigi Gorgeous. Yes. Yes, bitch. Yes. Okay. So now I'm going to go in with my medium Born This Way Natural Radiant Concealer. And I'm going to go down, down, out, out. A little bit closer. Even though we're going to go back and add that blue eyeshadow, I still want to get as close as possible to clean up and make sure I get any dark circles and all that. So, using my Real Techniques, I like to hold it super close, and that's all the concealer I'm going to put, and I want to work my way out. And now I like to go in, I put a little bit of product on my finger, warm it up, and then I like to go in and just pat, pat, pat into the skin. Now look at that, compared to that. Now let's go in and tap this side. It just melts the product into the skin. Like, don't be afraid to use your fingers. God gave them to you. Use them. Look at that. Opened up. Bright. Get it bright, get it right, get it bright. Okay. So I'm going to take my concealer again, above my lip, under my lip, up, up, glorifying a child's half sun. Remember when you were a kid and you drew sun, you'd be like in the corner, a sun. Okay. So let's let that sit for a second. And while we do that, I'm going to, since I already did my eyes, I'm going to bake underneath my eyes. So I'm going to be using Airspun and Honey Beige. Ooh. And you can probably hear my son in the background rustling his pillows or whatever he's 4. Whatever his imagination is doing. So I like to put powder. I like to use a sponge when I put the powder on. And then I'll blend it with the damper sponge. But right now I'm applying with the dry sponge. Now I'm going to add my Airspun powder to underneath my jawline. Actually, did I say under my jawline? Like right above it. So we're going to let that bake while we blend the rest. So now I'm going to go back in with my damp sponge and I'm going to blend. I like to conceal my lips. The reason I conceal my lips is because when you apply, well, let me not do that and talk. When you apply a lipstick or a lip liner, like you're really going to get the color of the lip liner, of the lipstick, because your lip is neutral out. My lips are dry. Just thought I'd let you guys know that. Okay, we're blending. Blend, blend, blend. Okay, so now that that's done, while we're waiting for our Airspun to set in, I'm gonna add my contour. Now this is Smashbox. It's a super light contour. So I'm literally pressing this into my skin and going up towards the forehead, out towards the hair. Just going back with a little powder. Okay, now I'm going to contour my nose, but I'm going to go in with the with the Smashbox contour stick, I'm going to use a lipstick brush for this because I want to be precise. You guys are probably going to lose my face just for 1 second. I can try to still see. So I'm going to go up into the brow and down. Okay. Now I'm going to go in with the smaller brush and just blend that out. Okay. Blend in. All right, now let's go in and kick off all this excess powder. Blending, blending. I love blending. Okay. Now that we're done blending all that in, make sure we get everything. Let's go in with some bronzer. So I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Contour. Cocoa Contour. Chiseled to perfection. And I'm going to use the little Too Faced angled brush because I love it. And then I'll go in and blend with a bigger brush. So I'm going to start with the medium. I know it's light, but I like to have a lighter base. So when I add the darker color, I don't have to go crazy with the dark color. I just put it where I want that super cut look. Still going with that medium cocoa. Okay, now I'm going to go in again and just lightly blend. Circular motions up. Circular motions up. Here, see how it's a little bit more pointed towards the top? And I'm going to get that dark cocoa. And I'm only going to apply it from here to here. And take it up on the forehead. Forehead. Yes, bitch. Slayed. All slayed. Okay, calm down, Sarah. Calm down. Calm down. Let's get some blush. I'm going to use, you know what? I'm going to use my Anastasia blush trio in Peachy Love. I like to do 2 blush colors first because that's what Bobby taught me. Bobby taught me to use 2 colors first. So I'm going to use the lighter one first and then the redder one on top. And I'm going to use a smaller brush because I want to be able to get that color derivative. Tapping it out. Apples and out. Apple out. Apples out. Okay, now let's go in that red. Very lightly tap out most excess. And just gently apply. And get a big blush brush, and now let's just quickly go over it one more time just to like make sure that we blend it very well. Huge believer in blending. Let's get a little bit more of that red onto this cheek. Yes. All right, what highlighter should I do now? My favorite part. I wish I had the Jaclyn highlighter because I would absolutely do that. We're going with Becca though because Becca's my fave. So this is the Becca Endless Bronze and Glow, but I know it's so tiny, I'm only going to use that top half. That's why I had this little tiny highlighter brush. Go down the nose. Tip of the nose. Above the lip. Now I like to put my highlight right above my cheek and back. And then up. And blend. We want that glow, but we want to also make sure that that glow is blended in. Here comes Giovanni. Everybody's gonna get to meet him. Yes, baby.
I'll get cookie.
Yes, you can have 1 cookie. Okay, bye. Love you. All right, so for those of you who aren't good at eyeliner, you can use the tape trick, but I've been doing this for a really long time and on others, so I'm pretty well versed with my eyeliner. I like to start at the corner, and I start lightly. I start at the bottom, I go out, and I go from halfway on that line in. Yeah. Okay, so now that my son definitely messed me up, I'm going to pull this out a little more. Alrighty. He didn't find the cookies. Just going back and fixing because I feel like this line was a little bit higher than that line. All right, so we're done with our eyeliner. And by the way, I used a More Us matte eyeliner. All right, so let's do our lipstick and then we're going to apply our lashes and we'll be all set with this beautiful blue icy queen look. All right, so the eyelashes that I'm going to be using are Eye Envy by Kiss. They're 3D lashes. They're actually really lightweight. They're really nice too. Like I said, I don't know where my lash curler went off to, but I do have this mascara one that doesn't have much product on it.
Get the cookies.
Okay, honey, I'll help you, okay?
Okay.
Okay, just give me 1 second. I'll be right out. Apply very little to the top. And this like really barely has any product on it. And the glue that I'm going to do is velour. I know the writing came off on it, but I know it's velour. So we're going to apply our eyelashes. You could trim your eyelashes if you want. You can wear them exactly how they are out of the box. It's totally up to you. How you feel like your eye is will definitely trim. If you have a smaller eye, you probably need to trim them. So just keep a pair of brow scissors handy. So I'm applying the glue to the lash line. And now I'm going to wait to apply them. Because you need to wait like 10 to 20 seconds so that glue has the ability to get tacky so it doesn't just go slide down your eye. I love this look. You know what, while I wait for that to dry, let's get the lipstick that I'm going to wear. So since I did such a beautiful blue, I'm actually going to go with Kylie Todd Cranes on my lip. Ooh, I feel like I need to add a little bit of lip liner to this to make it some more depth. This is One and Only Cosmetics in brown.
Now,
Almost.
a little bit there.
Mm-hmm.
I want you done.
Okay.
There's one more. One more. You do black. When you do black, you'll be done. Good idea?
Okay.
I like the white and the black and the red.
I did blue. You like the blue? Okay.
Now you done?
Almost. Let me put my eyelash on.
First eyelash.
All right, so the glue is definitely tacky now, and we're gonna apply it right on. Beautiful. We have one more lash to do. What are you doing over there?
Making myself real beautiful.
Oh,
Like that.
you're so beautiful already. You don't need to put any of that on.
I'm making cool like a guy, and you make me really happy.
Oh, okay.
Now look at me.
Wow, amazing. Does your eye still hurt from school? All right, we're gonna have to give you allergy medicine because I feel like maybe like some dirt got in there.
Maybe.
All right, so while we do that and we wait for that lash to dry, we're gonna actually go in because we did the lip liner. See how it gave a little bit more depth? And add a little more of the Cupid's bow.
It's like what? Here comes the dirty. No, dirty bubble. You know dirty bubble?
Yeah, I know the dirty bubble from SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the dirty bubble. He's bad.
Here's come the dirty.
He's bad to the bone.
He said, here comes the dirty.
So now I'm going to go back in with the Jaclyn Hill and I'm going to grab that Pool Party and I'm going to put it under my eyes so it can really pop with all those dark blue we have going on. So we're going to put it right underneath the eye. Ooh, look at that. Beautiful. Apply the other lash. I like to press my eyelashes together. Okay, let's go back in, add that Pool Party underneath my eyes. And now we can complete the look. We can choose to add a white eyeliner if we have smaller eyes to make them pop. Or if you have larger eyes like I do, I'm going to add a black eyeliner because this is by Kiss. It's just a waterproof eyeliner. I'm going to open up my waterline. Going to apply it right on the waterline. And we're done. Well, I made my eye water a little. I have contacts and my eyes are sensitive. And we are done with this beautiful, cool blue look. Bye. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe down at the bottom and hit that like button. Thank you. And thanks for watching, 𝓬𝓸𝓵𝓭.